Virtual Academy, good morning. Let's do one more math problem involving polynomials, and we're dealing with factoring here, right? Y squared minus 4y minus 32. You have to factor it. Whenever you have a trinomial, the first thing you're looking for is obvious common factors, right? Or common factors. Y squared minus 4y minus 32. I don't see any common factor. Moving on, you check if this is a perfect square, okay? Well, y squared is a perfect square, but negative 32 is not. So the trinomial is not a perfect square. Next thing, you're trying to factor this one by the rules that we learned previously, right? In your previous years or this year if not. And this says that if this is this trinomial has factors and is not prime, right? Because it can't be prime. It means that we'll have two binomials as its factors. And as you can see, because my first term here is y squared, it tells me that the first term in each one of these binomials, the factors of your given trinomial here, will be y, right? Because if you multiply the first terms, y times y, that will give you y squared. Now I'm looking at my last term in the given trinomial, and that's a negative one, right? Because it's a negative one, it tells me that I will have a plus and I will have a minus operation in each one of my two binomials. Okay? And what else? Because the product of my last two terms here is negative 32, I'm looking for factors of negative 32 that will add up to negative 4. Okay? And if you think about it, 32 is actually what? 8 times 4. Okay? But one has to be negative, and I will make 8 negative. And let's see if I'm adding negative 8 plus 4. Is that negative 4? Well, yes it is. And that's what I'm looking for, because the middle term here, which is the sum of the last two numbers from each binomial, is negative 4. And I'm pretty much done. Okay? So, do you guys notice what we've done here? I found two factors of negative 32 that will add up to negative 4. And those two numbers are negative 8 and 4. Which means I'm done with my factoring. My first binomial will be y plus 4. The second one will be y minus 8. And you can always check if you multiply by following the FOIL steps, right? First terms, what are the first terms? Y times y. That's y squared. Outer terms, right? Are what? Y and negative 8. That will give you negative 8y. Inner terms are what? 4 and y. 4 times y will be positive 4y. And then your last terms, last numbers in each one of your binomials will be 4 times negative 8, which is negative 32. Now this is my first one, that's my second one. Is it negative 8 plus 4y equal to negative 4y? Well, yes it is. Okay, and I'm done. This is the factoring, the complete factorization, if you want, of this trinomial. And I may have spelled that outer. Anyway, we're doing math. Okay, this is it. Thank you.